Well, I think it's important. You qualify. We understand it's a regular season game. It's relatively early within the regular season. We're not even 25 games in. We understand all of that. But I think it's important talking to these guys, sitting down, interviewing the entire starting five, listening to them. I know that it's incredibly important to them. They not only want to win the championship, they want to beat Miami. They want this team, and they want them bad. They have the mindset that if Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals had been in Indianapolis instead of Miami, they would have been in the NBA Finals versus the San Antonio Spurs last year, not Miami. They believe they're better. They believe that they're ready. They believe that their time has arrived. And more importantly, their mission is to capture the #1 seed in the East, so the road to the NBA Finals comes through them. Well, all of that goes out the window if the two-time reigning defending NBA champions stroll into your house and handle their business against you on your home turf. Because, again, Miami would be reiterating the message, it don't matter where we are. We will beat you in your own backyard. We don't care. And so you're the Pacers. You want to send those messages. It's not the end of the world if they lose this game, but to validate all the talk, and I'm not acting like they're talking disrespectfully or anything. No. But to validate all the talk, all the bantering about Miami, how we came so close, how we believed that we should have won, how we believed that. I remember I talked to David West, and I said, you came 48 minutes away from an NBA championship. Mm-hmm. He said, not in our eyes. In our eyes, it was the last 10 minutes. If we came 10 minutes away from an NBA championship. This is their mentality. You've got the Miami Heat on your home turf. Dwayne Wade will play tonight. LeBron James is in the house. You've got the Heat on camera acknowledging this is a rivalry. They hate us. We hate them. Here we come. Right. You have to sit there and send a message if you're the Indiana Pacers tonight that you have arrived and you're coming, and don't think for 1 second that you're going to beat us this year. It starts tonight.
And will they send that message?
I believe they will send that message tonight. I believe they win tonight, and I believe they lose next week in South Beach. By the way, I'll be there.
You'll be there.
I'll be there.
Well, then it's official.
Yeah, because it's unofficial tonight.
So tonight.
I couldn't get out because of the snow. Okay. I would have been there tonight, too.
Close game tonight? Low scoring?
You know what? Well, first of all, I don't think it's going to be high scoring. I just don't think it's going to be too low. Somewhere in the 90s. I can see Indiana pulling away by about 10. I just think tonight is a night where it's going to be hype city. It's going to be intense. It's going to be physical. I could see a couple of ejections potentially. Depends on who gets ejected. But ultimately, I do believe that the Indiana Pacers squeeze out this game somewhere along the lines of 95-87, something like that. Okay. And then next week, it'll be a different ball game in South Beach.
I just had a rare moment in the history of this show. As I listened to my friend Stephen Naismith break down this game, and he did invent the game of basketball. Dr. Naismith.
Fair.
His analysis was so brilliant, so on point, that I had a eureka moment. And it dawned upon me that you're right. It's not that the Pacers have talked big and bad and bold, but everybody else is talking big and bad and bold about them, and they have backed it up to date.
Yes, best record in basketball.
What are they, 18-3?
18-3.
Hey, what they did to my Spurs on Saturday night, and I watched every dribble of this game, was tour de force. They backed it up. They wanted that game badly. They wanted it worse than the home team wanted it, and they destroyed my Spurs after falling behind by 13 in the second and third quarter. But you know what? I got to think the Miami Heat are sitting in some Indy hotel right now thinking, wait a second. We just won 2 straight championships, and we have suddenly gone from the hunted back to being the hunter, because the basketball world's kind of saying, hey.
They're coming.
Yeah, it's on you, Miami. This team has arrived, and now it's up to you to try to defend your crown as opposed to being the hunted. Aren't they back to hunting? That's how it comes across to me. I'm going to go with the Heat tonight because I think there's actually too much early pressure on the Pacers. And I'm not sure they're that invincible. Again, Paul George has had a quantum leap in his scoring average from 18 to 25 a game. Do you remember many stars going from star to superstar from 18 to 25? Wow. Man, can you do it tonight before your home crowd with this. I think it's on NBA TV tonight, so I don't know if you consider that national TV, but I do.
I do.
I mean, yeah.
Yes, I do.
So
Yeah.
the NBA world will be watching.
Okay.
And I'm not sure that they can handle that kind of heat on them tonight,
Wait
so
a
to
second.
speak.
Before Dr. Naismith gave his brilliant analysis, were you going with the Pacers?
Yes.
He changed your mind?
Yes, I told you before the show, I like the Pacers in this game. I just switched. I'm going to go with the Heat 91-88. You know, kind of a defensive struggle. Remember, the Miami Heat right now are leading the NBA in field goal percentage. They have gotten incredibly efficient on offense. Now, will Dwayne Wade be able to play tonight? I expect he will. He's only played one of the last 4 games.
Yes.
But when he does play, he is still a force.
Yes, he is.
He wreaks havoc, especially on defense. Remember the game, I'm going back 3 games, he had 8 steals. And I don't know if Michael Beasley, he had a hamstring problem. He did not play the last game, but he is day-to-day. I will bet you Michael Beasley and Dwayne Wade play tonight, and I will bet you, listen, Michael Beasley quietly has added a whole new dimension.
Michael Beasley can ball. His problems have never been with his game.
Nope.
He can put points on the board. That was an incredible pickup by the Miami Heat. The brilliance of Pat Riley, no doubt. I'm going with Indiana because they're a different team at home.